Hello guys, it is a good day for gaming and this is HooliganZ. So today's A to Z game is Everything, a game where you can be anything and everything. Essentially, you are one with the universe. Does everything deliver everything it has to offer if anything, or does it give you nothing? The description for this game from Steam reads:
Everything is an interactive experience where every object in the universe is a playable character, from animals to planets to galaxies and beyond. Travel between outer and inner space, and explore a vast, interconnected universe of things without enforced goals, scores, or tasks to complete. Everything is a procedural, AI-driven simulation of the systems of nature, seen from the points of view of everything in the universe. Learn to transform yourself to create worlds within worlds within worlds, or let go anytime to allow everything to take over and produce a never-ending documentary about the world you live in. Narrated by the inspiring philosophy of Alan Watts, and featuring a rich score from composer Ben Lucas Boyson, Everything will give you a new perspective on life.
in situations where you manage to join a herd of animals such as a flock of sheep, you may also dance with them. This appears to be the game's euphemism for procreation, and you can have little tiny versions of yourself appearing every few seconds or so, thus growing your group size. I'm not sure what this does, other than to create more singing as a choir or to roll along together for the heck of it. Whether you are a living creature, a rock, or a mountain, you get to move around in search of points of interest, and sometimes collecting a clip of Alan Watts' recording, like this one.
Your skin doesn't separate you from the world, it's a bridge through which the external world flows into you, and you flow into it. Just, for example, as a whirlpool in water, you could say because you have a skin, you have a definite shape, you have a definite form. The whirlpool is a definite form, but no water stays put in it. The whirlpool is something the stream is doing. And exactly the same way, the whole universe is doing each one of us. And I see you today, and I recognize you tomorrow, just as I would recognize a whirlpool in a stream. I'd say, oh yes, I've seen that whirlpool before. It's just near so-and-so's house on the edge of the river, and it's always there. So in the same way, when I meet you tomorrow, I recognize you, you're the same whirlpool you were yesterday. But you're moving. The whole world is moving through you. All the cosmic rays, all the food you're eating, the stream of steaks and milk and eggs and everything is just flowing right through you. When you're wiggling the same way, the world is wiggling, the stream is wiggling you. But the problem is, you see, we haven't been taught to feel that way. The myths underlying our culture and underlying our common sense have not taught us to feel identical with the universe, but only parts of it, only in it, only confronting it, aliens. And we are, I think, quite urgently in need of coming to feel that we are the eternal universe, each one of us. Otherwise, we're going to go out of our heads. We're going to commit suicide, collectively, courtesy of H-bombs. And, all right, supposing we do, well, that will be that, and it'll be life making experiments on other galaxies. Maybe they'll find a better game.
The game allows you to transform into other objects by elevating or de-elevating, supposedly up and down, the order of the universe social ladder. This means you can go all the way down to become a microscopic bacteria, or all the way up to be a planet. And this is why you are the universe. You are everything. In conclusion, suppose you enjoy walking around, exploring everything you see and listening to philosophical recordings about the universe and stuff by Alan Watts. In this case, this game may just do the trick for you. I can see why it received positive ratings, and while the graphics may look a little simplistic, this simplicity allows focus on what everything needs to achieve. Let me know how you feel about this game. Thanks for watching. Please support this channel, like and subscribe if you like this video. This is HooliganZ signing out for now.
If you're reared with a 20th century, or shall we say an early 20th century common sense, which is based on the philosophy of science of the 19th century, you regard yourself as an accident, a biological accident, in a stupid universe, which is mechanical, but has no feelings. A vast, pointless gyration of radioactive rocks and gas in which you happen to occur. Of course, if you don't have that point of view and you are more traditional, you look upon yourself as a child of God, and therefore under authority. In other words, there's a big boss on top of all this. And you better watch your P's and Q's, because that Almighty is looking after you with the attitude of this is going to hurt me more than it's going to hurt you. And when you look at the world in that image, or in the other image that it's a stupid mechanism, either point of view you take, you don't really belong. You're not really part of all this. Or to put it in the strongest possible way, it is quite alien to our thought that the external world, which is defined as something that happens to you, and your body itself as something that you got caught up with, it is quite alien to consider all that as you yourself. Because you see, we have such a myopic view of what oneself is.